This is Amy Bacon with Spirit Pathways, and I'm here with this week's reading. This is for today, Monday, January 24th, through this coming Sunday, January 30th, 2022. Shift, 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 shift. We seek transformational shift in our lives from birth onward. We want to shift from crawling to walking as babies. We want to shift through all the grade levels as we go through school. We want to shift from a child to an adolescent to an adult. We wish to shift from being single into being part of a partnership. Every stage of our lives represents a shift from one state to another. Spiritually, we seek to shift from asleep to enlightenment. We have all become aware of the limiting energy that was created by the pandemic. We have all been in this energy for far longer than anyone could predict. But that's just it. It's part of our shift, our transformation, our alignment to a higher frequency. When we dwell upon what we don't like, no matter how small or big a notion of dislike, we are ceasing to participate in empowering, abundant, higher frequency energy. Our lesson here is to begin a new way of approaching our lives. Instead of describing what happened, what was before, what memory we have that we wish was current, the old story. These are the before points where we haven't shifted. So why do we think that we want them? Actually, we are being called forth to a new life, to a new way of doing things, to a new way of higher frequency alignment that begins in our heart. We are wary of change, only because we don't trust outcomes. But change is the only way to shift from one vibrational frequency to a higher, more appropriate frequency for who we are becoming. As humans, we are being asked to trust. Trust in spirit, trust in our divine source, trust in outcomes, trust in the absolute best of everything. And trust is exactly all we need to master. When we can surrender to trust, we are no longer resisting. And this simple energetic alignment opens all the floodgates for our every happiness. Anytime or any place you feel a need to analyze, criticize, control, manipulate, these are points of resistance. Any spot or idea you are resisting is exactly where you need to trust and open the flow. So pay attention to where you get stuck. Pay attention to what you fear. Pay attention to what you emotionally avoid. These are your points of resistance, and these are exactly the points you need to pull into your heart and focus upon with unconditional love. Allow your heart to heal these resistance points to help you to stop resisting, so you can allow unconditional trust to guide your life and open the floodgates to your every happiness. You have so much support in your life and for your personal journey. And I'm here to help your transformation and your positive shift in every way. A reading will cover so much ground, specifically about your life, your blueprint, and your soul intentions, clearing the energy to give you clarity and direction. All the information for your reading is on my website, spiritpathways.net. And you're ready for your reading. And I have a special discounted reading going on right now that ends January 31st. So take advantage. Take advantage of the sale reading, and you're ready. Have your reading. I can't wait to connect with you. All right, 9 cards. 9 cards for the energy of this week. I'm going to take that one and that one. All the cards vying to get our attention, to give us our message. Okay, let's lay them out. Let's see what we got. I love it. We had that last week. I love how the cards flow with the message. That channeled message I just gave. Okay, we're starting with the Hanged Man. I know we had this card last week, and so it's telling us this energy is still lurking around for us. The Hanged Man is waiting for better timing, is waiting for things beyond their control, things that are happening behind the scenes that happen, that open the floodgates, that open the momentum for timing, for things to flow for you. The Hanged Man also just holding hands, dually walking along with you having also a different perspective. You changing how you are approaching things. You changing how you think about things. Because perhaps some of that perspective is also holding you back, is also holding back the timing. The Hanged Man kind of needs to wait, and instead of analyzing things, needs to allow the epiphanies. That's the glow around the head. Needs to just get quiet and trust. All that trust. You don't have to manipulate or control timing. You just have to wait and watch for the flow. You'll know when things starts flowing. You'll feel that higher vibrational energy, and doors will start opening and things will start happening, all with perfect timing. So just flow with the Hanged Man. Pay attention to what your thoughts are to make sure they are positive and in alignment with your desired outcomes. And then the Page of Swords is working right along with that Hanged Man and saying, use this time to do more research. Use this time to get all of the information you need. And also, don't hold back too much with sort of sharing your ideas, sharing your experience, sharing your intellect. This page is looking away from the sword. The sword represents your mind, your intellect, your wisdom, your experience. And so don't look away from that. Realize you have a lot of experience and wisdom and knowledge. And in the spaces that you feel you don't, either bring in someone else to do those things or get more information. You also don't have to do everything yourself. If we're looking at a business, there are different people that need to play different roles. You don't have to wear all the hats. You need to bring in people who have expertise in the things that you're not so sure about. That gives you the balance for success. Because the next card, this Queen of Swords, she is your success. She is your solutions of using all this wisdom and knowledge and experience. Yeah, for the outcomes that you want. She's really good at business. She's really good at applying her knowledge. And she says this is going to give you the outcome to all the ideas that you've had. I know you have a lot of ideas. And this top row here is sort of the details of the energy right now to bring these ideas to fruition for you. The next card, which is perfect balance to this, says lighten up. Just have some fun. Not everything has to be hard work. You don't have to slog 24/7. Go ahead and enjoy your friends, or enjoy some hobbies, or read a book, or look into something that you're interested in just for fun. You need some fun in your life, and you need to share that fun and laughter. Lots of laughter. The card in the middle is very interesting as it relates to the message that I gave you just a minute ago. This is the card of being stuck and looking back. These cups, this is just representing back what happened before, what we're upset about, what we feel we lost. Some things perhaps you need to grieve, but you don't need to get stuck in that energy, because you'll just be all bundled up and hunched down in this cloak as long as you are focused on this old energy. Instead, over here, you've got a bridge to the new beginning and new upright opportunities waiting for you. So please be very aware of where you've been looking backwards or where you've been stuck. Sometimes it's just a bit of stagnation and frozen being stuck. And so you need to stand up straight and throw that cloak off and pivot and approach your future, approach what's happening for you now. Because it's going to bring you, right here, the Queen of Swords. Underneath her, we've got the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Aces are new beginnings. And so the Ace of Swords is your new beginning in the business with the intellect. You've got the sword here again, representing your wisdom and your knowledge and your intellect. And you're ready to put that to work for you. And yes, it may seem daunting in the beginning. We've got the Hanged Man here. We've got the Page of Swords, also a new beginning in the swords realm of intellect. But you will get over that hump. You will figure out, perhaps the hump has to do with the aspects of what you want to do that you're not sure about. Again, you don't have to wear all the hats. You don't have to play all the rules, all the roles. You don't have to be all the employees. You need to bring in others that are good at the thing that you're not good at. A business is all kinds of different details, and you will be overwhelmed if you're trying to do all those details yourself. And also just in your life, you don't have to do all the details. You need to surround yourself with friends and wonderful people that support you and help you, so you find the success. Going back to this Five of Cups, we have the Eight of Swords, more swords here. This 8 says, pay attention to your mind speak. Pay attention to what you are saying to yourself in your head. If you are telling yourself that you can't do it, or you're tired, or you're so lazy, or something, anything that's negative, you're just going to be stuck in this muddy bog. You're never going to get anywhere. Because your mind speak is setting the tone. Your mind speak is creating the energy. And so this card says you got to clear all that up. You've got to stop being in your own way. You've got to stop self-sabotaging yourself with your mind speak. Change your thoughts to empowering, loving, successful, excited for the outcome, comments and compliment yourself. Love yourself. It starts with you. Your own personal, unconditional love for exactly who you are. Because you are perfect, and you are whole, and you are complete, and you are amazing. So, be aware and change your mind speak. Because your wishes and dreams are coming true. They're happening. The star holds all the desired outcomes, all the hopes, all the dreams, all the wondrous, magical, fantastic things that you want to experience. Even probably some things that you're not even brave enough to think about, because the truth of them would be too incredibly, amazingly wonderful. But they're there too. It's all available to you. Allow this to be your reality. It's coming. Forget about the Hanged Man. focus on changing that perspective to allow yourself to actually say, I'm ready now. Yes, I did want that hope and I did want that dream. And I'm ready to begin experiencing it. Now is the time. You've earned it. The Eight of Pentacles. Practice. Perfection. Not perfection in that way. You don't have to be absolutely perfect. But perfect your ideas. You do that by practicing with them. Every time he makes a new pentacle, he gets better at it. He gets quicker. He gets more sound and more sure about what he's doing. He could do it eventually with his eyes closed. And that's what you're seeking to do. So practice all these wonderful ideas here. The swords, the queen, the ace, the page, the star. Practice remembering your dreams and your desires. Practice making new dreams and desires that are absolutely appropriate and ready for you now. You're ready for the rest of your life and all the goodness. You're ready for that profound and amazing transformation that brings you into alignment with the highest happiness and good that you would like to experience. So there it is. Have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.